what does it mean to come back here and be able to play versus as an opponent?
Yeah, AZ was good to me, but I'm way happier where I'm at now. It was good to see people. It was fun to play in front of some fans. But for me, I'm way happier in Indiana.
The Indiana Fever's trip to play other teams just ended in a total mess with a 95-60 huge loss to Phoenix. 2 more really bad injuries and Dana Bonner talking mean things in the meeting with reporters after the game. But Sophie Cunningham got to say something back. In this video, we're talking about exactly what went wrong in Phoenix. Sophie's brave try to help the team win, and most importantly, Sophie's exciting podcast words where she finally told the truth about how Dana Bonner really gave up on the Fever. You won't believe what she said about being nice to coworkers and saying goodbye. If you like Sophie, then write Spicy Sophie in the comments. Let's go.
That had to have been one of, if not the most embarrassing loss of the season for the Indiana Fever so far. We lost to the Atlanta Dream earlier in the season, 77-58. We lost to the Valkyrie earlier in the season, 80-61. And tonight, against the Phoenix Mercury, we lose 95-60.
You knew something was bad when the Fever couldn't make shots even if they were super easy in the first part of the game. The ball throws weren't going in, passes were getting stolen, and Phoenix was already winning big before most fans had finished eating their snacks. This wasn't just a slow beginning. This was the team completely falling apart while everyone watched. The numbers tell the awful story that every Fever fan wishes they could forget. Indiana made only 34.3% of their shots from anywhere, while making only 7 out of 30 shots from far away. 22 times they lost the ball and gave Phoenix 42 points for free. When you're giving the other team more points from stealing the ball than you're making from faraway shots, you're in big trouble.
Does this team practice? What I saw tonight looked like what I saw a month ago. Looked what I saw 3 weeks ago. Absolutely no offensive game plan. I thought this motion offense is when it's nobody's night in and night out. Everybody's allowed to have a night. If Kelsey Mitchell doesn't play well, it needs miraculous efforts from the rest of the team to pick this up. Sophie Cunningham played great tonight. Kelsey Mitchell had a bad game. Bad game. Where's everybody else?
But the really sad part happened when Sydney Colson got hurt with a knee injury that made everyone really worried. Then Arie McDonald started walking funny because her foot hurt. And suddenly the Fever's team that was already small got even smaller. Watching 2 important players get hurt in a big loss felt like getting hit while you're already hurt.
Steph, obviously, Sid had that injury and Arie left, I think it was fourth quarter. Yes. What's the status?
Well, it's Sid's left knee, Arie's right foot, and we'll get some more evaluation when we get home tomorrow and see where we are.
Phoenix was better at every single part of this basketball game. They got more missed shots than Indiana, 44-32, and made the Fever look totally confused on both sides of the court. Every time they had the ball, it felt like the Mercury were playing a smart game while Indiana was still learning a simple game. The way Phoenix played defense created big problems that the Fever never got better from.
Sophie Cunningham making her return to Phoenix, and it seems as if nobody on our team other than Sophie Cunningham felt any type of emotional connection to this game. DeWanna Bonner just got done doing your team absolutely dirty. You guys escape with a victory when they come to Indiana, and you wipe your hands of it like it's all over and finished with. No, it goes both ways. You don't think we want to beat her on her home court? You don't think we want to get a W for Sophie Cunningham, making her return to the team that she spent her whole entire career with up until this point?
Sophie Cunningham was basically the only Fever player who came ready to play hard. She scored 18 points by making her shots well while watching her teammates have a really hard time scoring any points at all. Sophie was fighting super hard too. Keep this game from becoming even more embarrassing, but she couldn't do it by herself against a whole team.
Sobley, tough shot. Wasn't square, and here comes Indiana. Cunningham, another 3. Oh my goodness, Sophie Cunningham!
This game meant just as much to Sophie Cunningham as it did to the Indiana Fever when DeWanna Bonner made her return. The only difference is nobody on the Indiana Fever had Sophie Cunningham's back this time around. Sophie Cunningham was the only player trying hard. The only player giving effort, play in and play out. The only player getting into it with Alyssa Thomas, getting into it with DeWanna Bonner, getting into it with Kalia Copper, while everybody else just mailed it in. This game was embarrassing, folks.
The feeling inside the arena felt really sad for anyone cheering for the Fever. You could see how upset people looked as their team got beaten worse and worse. What made this loss hurt even more was watching the Mercury get excited about every shot they made and every time they stopped the Fever like they were winning the biggest game ever. This wasn't just a bad night where the Fever had bad luck with shots that almost went in. This was everything going wrong that showed exactly how weak Indiana's team really is when players get hurt. The real drama was just starting in the meetings. With reporters after the game, Dana Bonner couldn't stop herself after embarrassing her old team, and her words after the game showed exactly why the Fever are better without her. She scored 23 points and made sure everyone in that arena knew about it, talking about getting tough and how emotional this comeback felt, like she just climbed the biggest mountain in the world.
Can you see that? DeWanna Bonner hit her first 3-point shot in about 6 months and runs down the floor after losing her starting spot to Lexi Hull. Runs down the floor and calls Lexi Hull a bomb to her face. DeWanna Bonner is out here calling Lexi Hull a bomb to her face.
But here's what really happened during those 40 minutes of basketball. Bonner got into many arguments with Lexi Hull, staring at her meanly after making shots and getting rough with Sophie Cunningham whenever they were on the court together. She wasn't just playing basketball. She was putting on a show meant to embarrass her old teammates.
You know, it was, yeah, I don't know, emotions are kind of high. Honestly, it's just been a journey to get back to just being happy playing basketball again. Yeah, I'm just, the joy, trying to find that for a minute. Basketball was kind of like off the radar for me a little bit. I didn't know if I loved it anymore, like had a long conversation with Alyssa, so just to feel that again, feel that energy, feel this from that building was just amazing. And I feel like it was a game that I needed to, you know, remind me like I love.
Coach Nate Tibbetts couldn't stop saying nice things about Bonner's fighting spirit in his meeting with reporters after the game. He talked about how her experience as an older player had woken up her desire to win, especially for this game against Indiana. The way he talked about it, you'd think Bonner had been saving up months of energy just for this one game. Phoenix treated this whole game like it was personal fighting instead of regular basketball. Bonner was right in the middle of all the mean talk and big celebrations. Every shot she made came with extra mean staring. Every time she stopped the Fever from scoring, it turned into a moment for more arguing with the Fever players on the side.
Look at Bonner. And Cunningham's kind of got that innocent who me grin going, and nobody's buying it.
Wow, what a steal by Bonner, stepping right into it. And Sophie knows that doesn't want to create anything more. A little holding on. You think this is becoming a rivalry?
Oh, they're letting her have it now. They gave Cunningham a big ovation.
You could see the huge difference in how both teams acted after the game ended. Phoenix was celebrating and saying mean things to their opponents, while Indiana focused on staying together as a group. The Fever players were checking on their hurt teammates and talking about getting better after hard times,